So Tony Gaskin, one of my favorite quotes. I mean, this quote right here was the game changer for me. He says, if you don't build your own dreams, someone else will hire you to help them build theirs. One of my favorite thought leaders, of course, if you don't follow thought leaders, like you have to tap into. So some of my favorite thought leaders are Zig Ziglar, John Maxwell, people like Tony Gaskin. Like these people help you like really get outside of your own ability to think, right? Because we're limited by the knowledge that we have. So sometimes we have to tap into the brain share and the knowledge, the ecosystem of other people who exceedingly succeeded in areas that we have yet to experience success in. And so Tony Gaskin, one of my favorite quotes. I mean, this quote right here was the game changer for me. He says, if you don't build your own dreams, someone else will hire you to help them build theirs. Years ago, like when I heard that quote for the first time, it gave me the strength to walk away from corporate America at the age of 27. I said, because I'm building somebody else's dream. It's nothing wrong with working for somebody else. But when you have dreams of your own that you've been deferring forever, like I'll do it tomorrow or one day, maybe one day I'll become a millionaire. Maybe one day, hopefully I'll win the lot. Nah, guess what? You actually get to design the life that you want to live. And it can happen for you sooner rather than just one day. Like it can happen for you sooner than 20, 30 years down the line. And it can happen for you on purpose, right? So the business model that we're teaching and imparting in you is really the purpose-driven business. So what's his name? There's a man, he wrote a book. Can't think of his name off top right now, but he wrote a book called The Purpose-Driven Church. His name was, can't think of it, but some of y'all know who I'm talking about. But he wrote a book called The Purpose-Driven Church, right? And I'm like, wow, when I read that book, I understood why some churches were thriving while other churches was still doing chicken dinners and selling that for $5 to raise for the building fund. I understood, like, right? And I said, well, there's a purpose, like you can have a purpose-driven business. And that would make the difference between the person who's struggling in business, trying to figure it out, doing fundraisers, right? Versus the business that's thriving, making hundreds of thousands of dollars for like a couple hours a week and beyond, like $1 million business working maybe like 2 to 3 days out the month, right? $1 million business. They figured it out. Why? Because they have a purpose-driven business. When you have a purpose-driven business, when you're utilizing your gifts and you're stirring up your gifts to get paid to solve the problems that America has, and there's problems every single day that America has, and we are problem solvers, right? It changes things. It does, right? And so, and I understand that even with all the trainings, after it's all said and done, there's a few people that will still doubt your ability to win, right? You say, I want to do this and I want to do that. I want to do this and I want to accomplish this and I believe that I can. But your the actions speak way louder than words. So when I say the government got your money, don't duck them. Don't duck the government. They've got your money. What are you going to do about it? That's the action. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to talk yourself out of it? And the reason why I say that is because sometimes people, they tell you all the reasons why they can't do something. Like they'll come up with a million reasons. I can't do this because the cat is fat, the dog is black, and all these other reasons, right? And it sounds like realistic reasons, but really you're talking yourself out of an opportunity to change your life. Why? Because people will never behave consistently in a way that's inconsistent with who they are. It's just who they are. It's who you are is the results that you have, right? So in order for you to get a different result, you literally have to transform to become a different person. Yes, you do. Right? You have to become that millionaire. You have to be willing to do some things. You have to talk about all the reasons why. You have to empower yourself and tell you, this is the reason why I have to do this. Why? Because I mean, in this day and age, the earth is falling apart and we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I mean, we're sanctioned. There's no food happening. I need to be able to buy some land to agricult that land so I can grow some food for my family and feed my family. Well, what's his name? Elon Musk. I mean, there's got to be a reason why he's creating a spaceship to Mars. What's getting ready to happen? All the rich people are getting ready to go to Mars. I'm trying to go to Mars too, right? You got to have money to go to Mars. It might be $1 million trip to Mars while they leaving people on Earth to disseminate with the Earth, right? And so those types of things, it's like you gotta be able to do something different, right? So same practice equals, it ends up in, results in same results. So you got to be willing to do something different. Another thing is the time impact. When you got to do something different, you got to do it now. So yesterday I did a illustration about time impact and how, I mean, it's so amazing to come into the know of that you get to design the life that you want and the trajectory that you're on. You get to decide that you want to go in a different direction and how you're going to get there. You get to write out what your vision is for yourself and your business financially. This is why I asked multiple times, did you do your $1 million math? Because I know every one of you want to have $1 million business, and you want to have not just 1 million, but like multiple millions if you have a strategy, right? And so have you done that math? Have you drawn out the roadmap? How are you going to get there? And who's going to help you get there, right? And so for me, whenever there's something that I want to accomplish, like one thing that I want to do is I want to get or purchase a private jet. So for me, I'm like, who do I need to know? How many people do I need to talk to? Who already has a private jet that I can ask them, how did you get there? What did you do? How much did it cost? So I can understand the roadmap to getting there. These are things that are accomplishable, right? Everything is accomplishable. There's nothing in life that you can't accomplish if you set out and do the work, right? The be, do, have success principle is a real thing. Become the person who will do the thing, and you'll always get the result. The qualifications, activation, celebration is a real thing. That's a success principle for government contracts. Get yourself qualified, take the appropriate activations, like the appropriate actions, and you'll always have something to celebrate. You'll celebrate the big wins and the little wins, right? Right? We want to celebrate the $50,000 contracts as much as we want to celebrate the $500,000 contracts. We're going to celebrate it all. Why? Because positive energy attracts more money and more abundance, right?